All right, everybody. I think everybody knows the drill here. I'll call on you, and then you can ask your question, and we'll try to get to as many people as time allows. We'll start with Mark Weiser. Mark, question?
Hey, Nolan, how are you?
How you doing, sir?
Good. Hey, I think you were an early commitment to Georgia. You took an official visit, I think December of the year you signed. Curious about what that was like. What did Georgia do to make you feel special in terms of how they hosted you? Because I know that there were others that were still pursuing you at the time.
They really just made me feel at home, and just like everything I said in all my other media. This is where I wanted to be, so they already knew that, and it was just a great visit all the way around.
What in particular do you remember about like that weekend? You had family with you?
Oh, I had my whole family came up all the way from my grandma to my granddaddy, and it was just a great weekend, a great official visit. My grandma and granddad got to see the campus, and it was just a really good time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Chip Towers. Chip?
Nolan, how are you?
I'm doing good, sir.
Good. Hey, with all the outside concerns over and beyond just football, have you found yourself, if coaches had to cross-train you more to get you ready for multiple positions in the event that more players are out than maybe you would see in a regular season?
I trust our coaches in our plan, and wherever they put guys is where we end up being at. And, I trust them, and they have a plan and a philosophy for everything from COVID to guys moving wherever they need to be. So I don't know how to answer that question. I'm just ready to play football.
Do you ever work inside or downline or anything different than outside linebacker?
Yeah, we usually have guys doing a lot of things, and that's what we do at the University of Georgia. That's what we signed up for, to being able to play different positions. And, we just see guys go in the league playing these different positions, and a lot to do out the nickel package. And even like Lorenzo Carter, I was watching him a couple nights ago, and he's dropping, and he was a normal pass rusher here. So, we got to do everything.
Okay, Anthony Dasher. Dash?
Hey, Nolan, good to see you.
How you doing, sir?
Kind of follow up on what you were talking about Lorenzo. How much do you watch former players like Lorenzo to kind of pick up tips and kind of gauge how they do their thing?
Yeah, we work. I try to work out with those guys, Lorenzo and stuff, because when they come to Atlanta and being part of, we call ourselves the Wolfpack outside linebackers. We're a close-knit group from the alumni and stuff. So, we go work out all the time with them, and they just teach me things that they learned from the league and that I could apply to myself in my playing days at Georgia.
Who else do you work out with besides Lorenzo?
Bellamy, Zoe and Bellamy, they're a package deal. So anytime I know Zoe texts me, he texts me from Bellamy. And it's always a great time to see those guys. And after the workout, we sit down and eat and talk, and it's really good time.
Thanks, man.
All right, Seth Emerson. Seth?
Hey, Nolan, how much does all the depth you all have allow y'all to play so many guys and stay fresh and like specialize, and how critical is that to y'all as a defense?
Everybody wants to play and everybody's going to play, but if Coach Smart puts us in those spots and he trusts us and he knows that everyone from 1 all the way to 4 deep, we're going to be ready to play and go out there like our hair's on fire. So I think that's something that we build, and that's our brand of defense, and that's something I'm happy to be a part of.
Did you feel a little bit like kind of a specialist last year, and maybe this year you're going to be able to play maybe a few more downs, a few more packages?
It was all about last year. It was all about really learning the playbook, transition from high school to college, and it's a big jump and transition for everybody. And I'm just happy that I was able to make that jump and able to play, and hopefully that I can play a bigger role in this year up to come.
Connor Riley. Connor?
Hey, Nolan, sort of following up on Seth's last question there. How have you improved from where you were this time a year ago as a freshman to right now entering your sophomore season?
Well, my classes got harder, but other than that, I felt like I learned the playbook very well, and I try to come in and meet every day I can and just do extra. This is my second year. And so I'm always trying to come in, meet extra, be with the GAs, and see what installs we got going in today before we get to our meetings. So just really meeting before the meeting and then carrying out on the field at practice.
And then with Jordan Davis being such a key part in the middle of the defense, what does he do that allows sort of the rest of the defense to make the plays that they end up making?
I mean, he taking on 2 and 3 blocks, man. He is 0-nose, a big guy, and I love the energy that he bring every day. Like those guys that bring that type of energy and type of stuff has made what Georgia defense is, and I mean, you can't ask for nothing more out of them.
Jake Grove. Jake?
Yeah, Nolan, good to talk to you, man. I just wanted to see last year, obviously DeJuan Mathis is a big topic this preseason and repping at quarterback and having a chance to win the starting job. Do you remember or recall last year when he was able to kind of make it out to the scout team and kind of was that a surprise at all or to you guys that he was able to jump in and do that and kind of what he was able to do on the scout team to get you guys ready for some of those late season opponents?
Yeah, I mean, last year I was just, he came in with my class and that I tried to be the leader in that class and I was just trying to make sure, everything was okay with his head. My least concern was him out there on the field and I'm making sure that he's 100% healthy because that was after he got the surgery and, I really care for DeJuan and we're like brothers. And basically anybody that came in the class with me know that we all close knit. So I was worrying about that more than him being on, scout team helping us with other components.
But did it surprise you whenever he finally did make it out to the field at all? I mean, were you like, oh man, DeJuan's back. DeJuan's out here helping us out after everything you went through in May?
Yeah, I mean, no, it didn't surprise me. It got me excited. We always say you got to get excited for your brother, and it's something that we love to do. Football almost left him, and he was able to capture that again, and I was just excited and happy that he was out there running again.
Dean Legge. Dean?
Hey, Nolan, I want to ask you about in about 10 days here, y'all playing Arkansas. What do you think that atmosphere is going to be like? I know y'all will be pretty excited to play, but it won't be like anything probably y'all really ever played in front of before.
Well, I've been watching the NFL games and, the Giants games, they had no fans there due because New York and their big corona breakout. I mean, we just got to handle our business in front of us and, do what we do and bring our own juice.
Jed May. Jed?
Hey, Nolan, how are you?
How you doing, sir?
I wanted to ask you mentioned earlier, making sure you do extra, heading into your second season. How do, whether it's the coaches or your teammates, sort of drive that in the program and help guys like yourself and Trayvon, who played a lot as freshmen, sort of avoid that sense of complacency?
I mean, you try to tell yourself every day, man, you got to get up and get better. Somebody either getting better or they're getting worse, and you don't stay the same every day. So if I got an opportunity, if I get out of class at 12 and I don't meet till 2, I got enough time to get treatment and to come in and meet a little more and get in my playbook just a little more and go over practice plays and stuff like that and scrimmages and whatever I need to do during that time. And I mean, it's just knowing yourself and knowing that you always got to get better.
Thank you.
Jillian McIntyre?
Hey, Nolan. So I just wanted to discuss the home field advantage a little bit. I know that the energy and the noise inside Sanford really does help you on the defensive side of the ball make big stops. So how do you think the changes in the environment is going to impact you and the rest of the defense for making those big plays?
Yeah, my honest opinion, I don't think there's going to be a drop-off. I mean, I grew up a Georgia fan. I grew up right in Savannah, Georgia, and I've been watching the football all my life. I don't think it's going to be a drop-off. I don't think our fans are too worried about Corona. I think they're going to come out, be pumped. I think it may be, 75% less, but it's going to sound like 100%, and I can't wait.
Thank you.
All right, Greg Poole. Greg? Okay, Blaine Gilmer, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Question?
Let me turn my camera on. Okay. Hey, Nolan, how you doing?
How you doing, sir?
Doing well. Playing for a coach like Dan Lanning, specifically, who brings so much energy every day, not only to football, but now to the social justice front. Everything that he does, he seems to, whether it's his family, anything, bring a ton of energy. How much does that rub off on you guys? And you sometimes seem to be more of a softer spoken guy. How does that kind of rub off on you, all that energy that Coach Lanning brings?
I mean, Coach Lanning is one of those coaches again that, you know, I wanted to play for, and that, you know, when he came in, it was like in the middle of my signing, and I said I want to play for him, and I made the right decision because he brings juice every day, and he always says match me. And what match me means is his juice and his level of intensity is always at a high. You have to match him. So we have no other choice but to match him, and I just love playing for a guy like that.
Thank you, Nolan.
All right, we have time for one more question, and Austin Roper will be next. Austin?
Yeah, sorry. Hey, Nolan. So I'm just curious, you know, the defense as a whole last year did really well statistically in a lot of different categories. But, you know, one area of improvement that, you know, involves you specifically is sacks as a team, sacks individually. I'm just curious on, you know, what your expectations are in that aspect for the team and then for yourself going into this year.
I mean, of course, we know that getting sacks were a problem, but during the offseason, we identify problems and try to fix it. And, you know, again, that's up to our coaches and Coach Lanning for them to make the scheme. And I trust them, whatever we have planned for the week, that we get more sacks, or for the year, that we get more sacks, more TFLs. And like they say, we're going to cause a lot of havoc.
All right, Nolan, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.